Hi, and welcome to my new video.
Welcome in my garage. I don't want to say hi. Check this out. The basic idea is to create a painting. This here is my face and this is my brother's face. These are going to be two different paintings and it's a present for the birthday of my mom.
Oh, dat vind ik wel heel spannend dit. Ben jij dat?
De een ben ik en de andere moet ik voor.
Ja, echt, dit is Ridwan en dit is Omar.
What do we need to actually make something like this? I found a picture of myself and I asked my brother to make a picture of himself, and that kind of looks alike, so that it kind of looks like one face. And we're gonna paint this on two huge canvases. I think that the first thing we're gonna do is build a grid on these canvases, so the same grid as we have here. What we need is a pencil and something to measure length. We also need some spray paints in different colors. I have black here, I have purple here, I bought a red one, a white one. I'm trying to go for something like this. We might need some safety equipment.
This makes me look like a criminal. I feel like Darth Vader. I'm not quite sure if this is gonna be a good intro, but we're gonna try. Oh, isn't this awesome? Okay, so I used Montana Black. It's my favorite kind of can, Montana in general. And I have some Montana Gold. It's a pretty old one. It's used up a lot.
Why did I put in so much gel, man? It hurts. Okay, so I'm back. The story behind this idea is that last year, she asked me to create a painting because she knows that I'm capable of painting, but it's a creative process, and so that means that you're not always in the mood to do this stuff. Sometimes you just gotta force yourself, because in a couple of days it's her birthday, like in 3 days, so I don't have much time, and sometimes it helps to run out of time, to have a deadline to actually do something. So that might be a tip for you guys, to give yourself a deadline to actually finish your project. Let's start opening up the canvas. And so the first thing we're gonna do is create a grid on top of the canvas so we can make a small draft with a pencil so we have our lines. But it starts with the grid and then we're gonna fill in the grid and eventually we can paint it. Each of the squares is 10 centimeters. I'm gonna create the grid that I drew here on the canvas. 20, 30, 40. One grid. So now we finished the grid. We're gonna use the pencil to draw the face on the canvas. Okay, and as you can see now, my draft is almost finished. And what I'm gonna do now is build a background. I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna do this, but yeah, that's the creative process. Figuring out, while doing it within your skill set, how to create just the best you can in the shortest amount of time, I guess. Let's continue. First, we're gonna get ourselves a can, and we could spray now, but first we gotta shake it well. Well, they say you gotta shake it for approximately 2 minutes. I'm getting a little bit dizzy around this area. Are you guys ready? I'm scared because I haven't done gravity in like a couple of years. Years. Let's hope it works out. Painting the edges as well. That's one side. And now the other side. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm pushing gently and moving fast. And that's why I can spray this close. Very important that you move fast, because if you don't move fast, it's gonna drip. And we don't want that. If we wanted to do it on purpose and not by accident.
You are all powerful.
And when I'm painting, I act as if I'm a robot. Like, you know, like a printer. I didn't see that coming. This is why I bought gloves, and because I'm a retard, I forgot to put on my gloves and now my hands are full of paint. Lesson to learn. If you have gloves, wear them. Okay, so I started off way too fast and I should wear as I promised to do to you. Okay, I feel a lot safer. I don't know what to do with my hands because I already messed it up. Man, I should have done this before. These gloves feel so criminal. I haven't checked this color out, but I think it looks cool. And I have two different caps, different than the last one I used. It's a dark green and a bright green. It's supposed to be a very thin line. A lot better than the last one I used because it was pretty big, the standard one. So we're gonna check this out. But first, shake it out. Damn man, art is like a sport. And it's pretty hard to breathe in these things. You get warm. The dark green one, it's a small one. So what I'm doing now is trying to get some basic lines in a different color than the black one, or else I get confused a lot. That was my face. It starts to look like a face. Pretty bright red. I don't know how it's gonna work out, but we're gonna try it anyhow. Oh, this one isn't as thick as I thought. Okay, this one is terrible. Let's use black again. And I'm using the black to fill in all the white spots. I can use brighter color later. I sure hope this is gonna work out fine. It's a part of the process, not being sure if you actually like what you're doing, and I always question myself, am I actually doing something that's gonna be pretty or is it gonna be butt ugly? And usually I think it's ugly at the end, but a lot of people disagree eventually. As you might be able to see, I drew a little bit of the painting. I kept the original draft inside of what you see right now. A little bit of a basic background. So it's not yet great as a background because they still have a little bit of white places. Here, some white spots. Obviously the eyes, but I'm gonna fill that up with the color white, so it doesn't matter. But I gotta try and fill up all the background first. This is a pretty handy tool to use. Just a little cardboard. You can use it to make really straight lines or sharp lines. I'll show you in a minute. Okay man, I need a break. And I see the battery is dying as well. So we're gonna take a break. Check me out man, I'm sweating and this glove, the inside is all wet as you can see because I was sweating a lot because these things are pretty hot to wear. And it's because of the lights I guess here and there on my head. I'm ready to continue on this quest of making a painting, a self-portrait.